Ketogenic diets have been used therapeutically for the treatment of epilepsy since the 1920s. Today, armed with even more scientific evidence, many practitioners have continued using ketogenic diets as nutritional therapies for obesity, neurological disorders, and even some cancers.
What got me really excited over the last couple of years was using this powerful metabolic therapy for an expanding range of applications, including neurological diseases, cancer, and performance applications.
Many people are also choosing to live ketogenic lifestyles based on the science of the potential benefits for health, performance, and possibly even fat loss. Joining us today to help us understand more about the power of ketones is Dr. Andy Campitelli. Welcome, Dr. Andy.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much for being here today. Let's jump right in. What exactly are ketones and how do they work within our body?
We have three macronutrients. We have carbohydrates, which are really great for an instant source of fuel in the body. We have protein, which helps build muscle. And then we have fats. When our body breaks down fats in our liver, it creates these little molecules called ketone bodies, which then move into our blood and circulate through the body to whichever organ system needs them as a source of fuel. We only do that when there's a lack of glucose or sugar in our system.
What does eating a ketogenic diet look like?
Right. It's very different from the standard American diet. We're so used to really high sugar foods that spike our blood sugar, spike our insulin, and so we get energy rises and crashes that go along with that. With the ketogenic diet, it's actually a very high-fat diet, so at least 70% of your diet comes from high healthy fats, moderate protein, and very low carbohydrates, so less than 10% of your diet or under about 50 grams of carbs per day. So quite a shift from what most people are used to consuming. Everyone is so used to low-fat, no-fat, so it's really getting that mind, so switching your mind in that mind frame to embrace the fats and really understand the benefits that fats have for you in your body, and that eating fat will not make you fat.
Well, I know that endurance athletes really love burning energy this way because they feel like it maximizes their performance. How so?
Exactly. So in the past, athletes were very sugar fueled, and you heard a lot about carb loading and things like that. But now we're seeing athletes are moving more towards that ketogenic state because it gives such a great source of fuel, really great for the brain, for mood, for concentration, but also helps a lot with endurance. So, and also the research is showing from a muscle standpoint, it helps to build and maintain muscle mass. So there's a lot of benefit for athletes.
Are there any other benefits aside from, maximizing their energy supply?
Absolutely. So because the diet is moving to a lower carbohydrate, higher fat diet, the first thing we see are changes in blood glucose levels and insulin levels. So we're going to see the insulin levels go down. We're seeing improvements in insulin sensitivity, changes in metabolic syndrome markers like cholesterol, so improvements in HDL cholesterol and LDL, even changes in blood sugar levels. We also know that ketones can impact our hunger hormones, our leptin and ghrelin, so we're seeing changes in food cravings, our sense of satiety or desire to eat, so a lot of really great benefits.
It sounds like a ketogenic lifestyle can be difficult for some. So do you have anything that will increase the level of ketones in your body?
Absolutely, and you're right, it can be quite difficult for some people to follow the strict guidelines of a ketogenic diet, and in the past that was really the only way to get ketones into our system or into our blood. But recently in the past few years we now have exogenous ketones. So we have Keto OS by Pruvit as an exogenous ketone supplement where you can actually drink the ketones, allowing your blood levels of ketones to increase, so it puts you into a state of ketosis even if you're not following a ketogenic diet. And if you do follow a ketogenic diet, it really does help to support that transition in the body as well.
Well, we're going to actually be meeting in just a little bit with Brian Underwood, who is the CEO of Pruvit, who's got lots to say about these type of ketones. So stay with us and we'll be right back. Welcome back to Access Health. We're here with Dr. Andy Campitelli, and we've just welcomed Brian Underwood, CEO of Pruvit. Welcome, Brian. So tell me a little bit about Pruvit and how you've managed to bring ketones to the market.
When we started Pruvit, the focus was how can we introduce evidence-based products and programs to help people become a better version of themselves. And that's when we found the technology of ketones and some of the research that Dr. Dominique D'Agostino was doing. Our product is actually utilizes a patent that he patented through some of his research through ketones and ketogenic diet at the University of South Florida.
Tell me a little bit about what we have here today.
Well, our products were inspired and formulated to just help support the keto lifestyle, or for anyone that's looking for a greater fuel source.
So it's really simple to take. We wanted to make it convenient. So you have little packets that you can take with you during the day. I generally suggest taking it first thing in the morning to start your day. If you're new and you've never had them before, start with 1 serving in the morning. We also have a keto cream that you can start with, so take it in the morning, see how you feel, but generally I like to do it twice a day. So first thing in the morning when you wake up, and then in the afternoon when you feel that energy dip kind of around 3 o'clock.
Brian, where can we find more information about ketogenics and about your products?
Check out our Facebook page, facebook.com/justprove it, J-U-S-T, prove it, or our website, proveitnow.com. And we have a wealth of information, and we have tens of millions of experiences out there, so you can actually hear some of the stories and some of the impact that the technology is making in the market.
Fantastic. Dr. Andy and Brian, thank you so much for joining us. And of course, you can find everything you've seen here today on our website, accesshealth.tv. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Twitter.